Vanessa Sturman is a plant-based health coach from Energize and Thrive Plant-Based. She's lovely. She's on now. Hello, Vanessa.
Hello.
Lovely speaking to you again, but look at us. We're right in the middle of a right old hoo-ha.
Oh, we are, but it's an absolutely brilliant one. And some great points made earlier about the effect on the environment and how much, we have 80 billion land animals a year that are slaughtered in order to create meat. And don't forget, that kills so much biodiversity. It creates a huge amount of carbon. We know animal agriculture is the biggest cause of deforestation. It uses a huge amount of water. And we're just talking about a few meals a year to show some leadership and give people some plant-based options. They can eat meat the other times.
So you're all in favour of this solely plant-based food option that Louis, the current mayor, the Green Party mayor, is putting forward, yeah?
Very, very much in favour. It's really, really important to remember this isn't actually discrimination. When you have plant-based options, not only is, like I said, this is showing leadership. People want the government, organisations to actually take action on climate change, and they're doing that. But also by having plant-based options, you are including everyone, because everyone, whether they're vegan, vegetarian, even kosher, halal, etc., can all eat those options. So it's not discrimination at all. And it can be completely delicious. What we love about meat is we love the flavour, we love the texture, and that can all be created through plant-based food.
But people like Alan like their ham sandwiches, their chicken and stuffing. What's wrong with that? He's denied his preference, isn't he?
I don't think he's been denied his preferences. If he can eat that any other time in the year. We're talking about, say, on average, if you add up how many meals a year someone's going to have, that's nearly 1,000 meals. You're talking about a handful of meals this person's going to be having at these meetings. They're not being denied anything. And actually, if we can encourage people to eat less meat, this is so helpful for their health as well. We know that meat is a massive cause of things like heart disease, potentially type 2 diabetes, even cancer. We know that processed red meat is classified in the same category as cigarettes when it comes to, how much potential risk there is for cancer from it.
What about Mary in Bromsgrove, Vanessa? She has texted us, and I'm going to read her text to you. Obviously, the Mayor of Worcester doesn't know. Most plant-based foods contain gluten and are highly processed, both of which I, like many other people, avoid. Offer a choice, Mr. Mayor, or expect more negative comments in the future. What do you think about Mary in Bromsgrove? Does she have a point?
Well, there's a few foods that might have gluten in, and some might be ultra-processed, but the majority of plant-based food actually isn't. When we talk about plant-based food, we're actually, you can be talking about processed foods, but that's the same when you're talking about meat. You could be talking about processed meat. The healthiest plant-based foods and the ones that we should all be eating more of, and don't forget that most of the population are actually deficient in fibre, which only comes from plants. We're talking about fruits, vegetables, beans, whole grains. Now, it's only a few whole grains that even contain gluten. The rest of the food does not contain gluten. The ultra-processed stuff is actually shown to be much healthier than the meat versions, generally less saturated fat, no cholesterol, and not classified as carcinogenic like the red meat and processed red meat is. So much better for your health. So in terms of plant-based eating, you can completely avoid gluten and ultra-processed food if you want. And actually, the majority of people should be heading towards the plant-based whole foods, which is excellent for your health.
It's always great speaking to you. Vanessa, thank you very much indeed.